everyone, I'm Gertie and this is Naty.
Hi everyone.
And today we are doing a Get Ready With Me Halloween edition.
Look at how we timed that.
It's like we planned it.
How often do we talk about how much we want to be wearing sweatpants when we're here?
Quite a bit. And in fact, that's our next pattern release. Spoilers.
So I'm going to be doing a Morticia Addams inspired look. And what are you doing today, Naty?
I will be doing a Lily Munster look.
Okay, so let's do this.
Let's do this thing.
So I'm starting with foundation, and I'm just going like I'm doing like my like winter color, but I don't like to do the whole like I'm gonna paint my whole face and body white thing. So I'm just gonna do a like natural take on Morticia.
Love that. And I would just like you all to know that I shave my eyebrows for this, so don't say we never do anything for patrons. I feel like there's going to be a pop-up that says, no one said you had to right here.
I think I've advised you against shaving your eyebrows several times.
It's true. It's true.
I didn't know that was like a goth thing too. I thought that was just a drag queen thing.
Oh my gosh, I love the overlap.
I know. Well, yeah, there is a lot of overlap.
Who is your favorite spooky drag queen?
Oh, Lord.
You know I'm going there.
Oh my gosh, right off the bat? Okay.
People want to know.
You might like this show. Have we ever talked about this?
We haven't talked about Dragula.
Okay, so Dragula is a spooky version of Drag Race, essentially.
Into it.
And I can't watch it. I tried to watch one episode and it's too scary for me. And it's sad because, you know, I like spooky drag. But they do this thing where, like, at the end, instead of, like, lip sync for your life, it's like you have to enact a death fantasy. I know. And the first one I watched, they did, the fantasy was like being buried alive.
I mean, I respect the drama. I'm here for that.
Yeah, you would love it. So there are a lot of spooky drag queens that I don't even know about because... But I will say, the new season of Drag Race UK has a queen called Charity Case who is like essentially a spooky drag queen and did one of the creepiest looks I've ever seen, which was sort of like a perverted clown.
Into it, question mark?
So scary. Like, came down the runway with a Jack-in-the-Box, and then out of the Jack-in-the-Box pops like...
All right.
We're gonna have to cut a lot of this later.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm not familiar enough with the world of spooky drag just because I love spooky things, but I can't handle actually scary things.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So this is really your season.
It's true.
So what is the spookiest thing about you as a person?
I'm just gonna come out with it. I'm a big old fraud. I'm afraid of everything. I'm the biggest coward you've ever met. Can't handle spooky movies. Can't handle anything like that.
I love that about you because I'm the same way. I don't like any scary movies.
Love that. I watched one like 6 years ago and I still haven't emotionally recovered, so still processing. I would say probably the spookiest thing is I collected taxidermy for a really long time, which my family made fun of me a lot because they're like, you're vegan and you have like animal heads just chilling in your house.
That is true.
I did bring one into the studio for the Wednesday Addams shoot and didn't even remember to tell Gertie ahead of time that I had it. I had just mentioned I had spooky props and she just looks at me as I walk in with this bear head like...
Guys, it wasn't just a bear head. It was a bear head with an open mouth, and the inside of the mouth was like decomposing.
He had seen better days. I will give you that one.
I am terrified of that thing. Meanwhile, Hattie's obsessed with it. She spent the whole day trying to sniff and like get close to the bear head. So I was thinking about the spookiest thing about me, and it's probably that I'm obsessed with graveyards. Like, I love graveyards. And we've done shoots in graveyards before. I wouldn't mind living near a graveyard. I love walking through them. I think they're beautiful and they're part of history. And I think it comes down to my mom. When I was a kid, she taught me how to do like rubbings of gravestones. And apparently that's like a weird hobby for like to introduce to a child, but I've just always had an appreciation for gravestones. That said, I do not want to be buried. I want this on film for posterity. Cremate me.
Okay.
Cremate me. If you guys want to set up a shrine to me, that would be nice, right? So it could be like a mausoleum, something very grand, and then you like leave roses regularly at it.
Does the most expensive tier of patrons get the ashes?
You could the merit badges, you could send it out in little envelopes, just a little piece of Gertie.
What are you using?
I'm using this Kevin Aquan sensual skin enhancer, and this is it's like a putty. It's a shellac basically. It's a spackle.
Do you feel like it sensually enhances your skin?
Yeah, very sensually, and it's like very heavy coverage concealer.
Ooh, love that.
Which, as you know, I only break out on the weeks that we do video.
That's exactly how that goes. I am currently about to use Beauty Bakery's Snackaroons blush. Also helps that they're food themed. And it is in the shade Freshly Baked. Loving that.
This is Laura Mercier. Setting powder, my favorite.
Speaking of which, what is your toxic beauty trait? You know I gotta ask.
Well, we already went over yours, which is shaving your eyebrows spontaneously.
Why did I do
the
that?
night before a shoot.
Decisions?
I would say mine is I have a bit of a palette habit, like eyeshadows. Like this,
A bit.
This is what I had to get out just for this video, and I still feel like I don't have the right color.
She did get up like 3 times to get more palettes.
But I think the toxic thing about it is that I generally only use one palette 99.9% of the time.
What palette do you use?
Okay, Dose of Colors, which you guys know I'm a huge fan. If you've watched any of my videos, I exclusively on my live streams wear Dose of Colors lipstick in Kiss of Fire. That's like my signature color. They also make a great eyeshadow palette called Baked Browns. And it's like a warm, neutral brown palette with just like 4 or 5 colors, and it's just like such a good basic.
Ooh. Sponsor us.
Yeah, we want to do a Dose of Gertie palette.
I'm stalling because I'm afraid of eyebrows.
Let's do our eyebrows together.
Love that.
I have eyebrows of my own.
Must be nice. What's that like? Wow.
So I'm just gonna do like a natural, well, I'm using black eyebrow pencil for like the first time ever pretty much because I'm wearing a black wig today. So I am just going to enhance my natural brows. Now, what the heck are you gonna do with your shaved off eyebrows?
Lily Munster, baby. If they don't just look like big ol' like weird angles, like what's it all been for?
So I usually start at like my arch. I feel like I have a very weird approach to my brows and that I like to kind of like start in the middle and then fill them out. But I'm all about the like arch.
It might be that I do my eyebrows and then we cut and you fix them and then we return and I have good eyebrows. Just letting everybody know.
So Naty likes a very dark, dramatic brow. And anytime she's done her own makeup, like for a shoot or something, I have to like
Very politely and lovingly be like, do you want to tone those down?
I think my like polite term is like, maybe let's soften those brows a little bit. Just like go back and just soften a little bit.
And I'm like, oh, you mean they should be darker?
Now I'm going kind of inspired by Carolyn Jones's Morticia because she's my favorite Morticia. And I was surprised. I was looking up YouTube tutorials for Morticia Addams makeup last night, and a lot of it was the Angelica Houston version of Morticia.
Why do you think that is? Carolyn's the OG babe.
I wonder if it's just that, like, I don't know. I mean, when I was growing up, the Addams Family movies came out. So for people in my age bracket, that's like your pop culture reference of the Addams. And she also killed that role, to be fair.
Yeah.
But for me, having gone back to the original TV show, I am just so obsessed with Carolyn Jones's portrayal of Morticia. It's just, to me, it's like sweeter and more nuanced. But the thing is, you don't really know what her makeup looks like because it's black and white. And they never did a colorized version like the Munsters did the movies, right? So you get to see their colorized interpretation of the TV show. But with the Addams Family, you never saw that. So you can kind of just guess what colors she would have gravitated to. Like we all think of Morticia as having a red lip, but we don't know if Carolyn Jones actually wore a red lip.
That's true.
We do know, sorry, now you've gotten me into Addams Family fun facts. We do know that the color of their living room was actually pink because when they were dressing sets in this era of black and white TV, like early 60s, they didn't do it based on like what we think of today as being set design, like the Addams Family, oh, I'll be gray and goth and creepy. They thought, what's going to look best in black and white? Like, what are those shades and tones that are going to read well in grayscale? So they had like pink walls, pink curtains, bright yellow furniture. So if you see like a color photograph of the set, it's like Technicolor colors almost, like candy colors. Yeah.
So it's like if you and I got a house then.
It's basically what we would do if we
Pink walls and a lot
house
of dead
together.
things.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But I for real would love a house like the Addams Family house, like that Second Empire style with the mansard roof. Like,
yes, please.
I'm an old house enthusiast, and that house was gorgeous.
Old house owners, sponsor us.
What was our next question?
What is your toxic sewing trait?
Oh gosh.
What if I told you that I have a few?
Would it offend you if I say I wasn't surprised?
Okay. My first toxic sewing trait is that I have no respect for cutting layouts. No cutting layouts, just vibes. I will just cut, unless I'm using your nice fabric, of course, in which case I am very religious about it.
I think that's fine. I'm not a fan of cutting layouts myself.
I love that for me.
I mean, we don't have, when we're making the patterns, we don't have cutting layouts.
Yeah.
They don't exist yet. We don't have instructions, we don't have cutting layouts, so we have to just figure it out. So all the samples that people see that we photograph, there were no cutting layouts when we did those. So to me, it's like, some people like to work that way, like just kind of use your common sense. Not that people who use cutting layouts don't have common sense, I'm not saying that.
She's saying that.
But I'm just saying, you can also just do like a little puzzle thing and lay it out. I mean, also cutting layouts have their limitations. Oh gosh, now you got me going on another topic. Cutting layouts have their limitations because we have to group them into many sizes together. Like we have the 2 through 10 layouts, we have the 12 through 20, and then it's like 20 through, I think 28 is the next. So you have like 6 to 8 sizes potentially in one bracket. So I'm just saying you could totally redo it on your own terms and probably use less fabric, especially if you're on the smaller end of the bracket of your cutting layouts.
Your toxic sewing trait is you're really smart and you're a good teacher. Okay, my second one, you guys, is that I broke a needle into my machine the other day. So of course I took my whole machine apart panicking because it's my baby. But it's clearly not that much of my baby because I put it back together after finding the piece. And then there was just like this piece of my machine that I'm like, I don't remember where that was. And my machine is still sewing, so...
Can you tell us what this piece looks like?
Yes, I'm gonna pop it up right here.
What do you think the piece does? No idea?
On my soul, no idea.
Okay, well, cue the tape later. We're gonna look at it together and we'll figure out how to fix Naty's machine.
Thank you.
FYI, I'm contouring right now.
Oh my gosh.
This is my new hobby, is like buying contour
Who is
products and like Kim Kardashian being like, just a little more cheekbone.
Well, she's trying to look like you, so it all comes full circle.
Obviously.
Wait, so do you have a toxic sewing trait?
I do.
What is it? Gotta know.
I am like a speed freak when it comes to sewing. I like machines to go as fast as possible, and I've made purchase decisions based on number of stitches per minute. And once you get addicted to speed, you just need more and more, right? So we're still talking about sewing machines here. And that's why I've been sewing mostly on the industrial in the studio lately, because you want to know how many stitches per minute it does?
How many?
3,450 per minute.
How do you not screw up?
Okay, so old industrials didn't used to have any way to control the speed, and now they have a dial. So I have mine set around 2,000, but that's still pretty freaking fast. So you just have to take it like really, and this is probably my toxic trait, is that I'm like, I just want it to go as fast as possible. And we were finishing up some Halloween gowns today, and I was doing some work that probably required a little more precision than I was investing in it, because I was just like, I just love the feeling of going really fast on the machine.
Gotta ask, Lily, Morticia, Elvira, who's your spooky queen?
Obviously Morticia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
What's
even
your
have to-
argument? What's your sales pitch, though?
Morticia is essentially the OG spooky bitch. Charles Addams was drawing Morticia in the 30s, and almost every, shall I say every? Yes, every spooky bitch that came after her was based on her. So all of those ones you just mentioned, they would be nothing without Morticia.
You're not wrong.
Also, Carolyn Jones.
You're especially not wrong.
All right, how about you?
I mean, I've got to give it to Elvira because I just love the idea of goth gone tacky. Like, it's, I mean, obviously. Who doesn't need, like, tentacle sleeves and a plunging neckline every day? That's just, like, our everyday outfit here. That's our office uniform. Because she's, like, Dolly Parton of goth.
That's true. Okay.
How could I not love that?
I will give you that.
Thank you.
Also, love Elvira because she kind of travels in a circle of artists I find really interesting. Like, she and RuPaul are friends with Pee Wee Herman. I just feel like she's kind of like on the right side of history in a lot of ways. And she just came out of the closet. So
Out of the coffin.
We love her even more. We love her even more.
It's true. I'm using Beauty Bakery in Cranberry Stiletto, and this thing is my favorite lipstick of all time because it literally, you could wear it for 3 days straight and it won't go anywhere. I mean, if you're a messy B-word like me.
This is Sugar Pill, and they make a palette that you can just kind of fill on your own with their singles. I still have one empty space here, but they make a lot of really fun, bright colors. So I kind of feel like this is your lily color. Maybe like those two together.
Into it.
I also, because you know my toxic beauty habit is buying too many palettes, I also just got this
Ooh,
one.
that glitter.
Rainbow from ColourPop. So
I love that.
there you go. I wasn't going to put on blush because I was going to try to be a little paler, but you put on blush and now I'm jealous, so now I'm going to.
Do it. Just do it like the contour, the angry blush.
Yeah.
Okay, I have big news for you. It's time.
What's the time? What time?
It's time to talk about Hattie's costume.
Oh my gosh! So Hattie got involved in the Halloween shoot. Oops. Hattie got involved in the Halloween shoot. How did that happen?
We thought it would be funny.
I know, but we didn't even think of it until like a day before, and so then we were like kicking ourselves and so we were gonna do the Addams Family vibe, and then we were like, why isn't Hattie involved in this? And then we're like, Hattie's cousin It! Hattie is obviously cousin It, but how are we gonna make this happen? So cue Naty looking up cheap wigs on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. First we tried, we looked at dog costumes for Cousin It, and shockingly there were none, or they wouldn't get here in time. So we pivoted, because we're badass B-words.
I love that you keep just beep over it.
Okay, that's true, we're badass. So yeah, we looked at very stupid garbage wigs on Amazon, and we found one that was perfect. I think it was funnier because it looked so stupid. Honestly, I think if we found a costume, it wouldn't have been nearly as perfect.
Now, I feel like we also had a little bit different visions for how this was going to go down, because I was thinking we would put the wig on her backwards. Is that what you thought from the beginning, or did you think we were going to like...
I thought so, but I kind of thought her little snout would peek out or something, but she was clearly not feeling that. So I was like, at least she'll be identifiable as Hattie, you know?
That's true, because then, I mean, otherwise we may have well just put like, I don't know, a trash can on the chair and put a wig on it and
Yeah,
say it was
exactly.
Hattie, right?
It had to be. We had to see our absolute princess.
So, surprise, surprise, she hated having the wig put on her backwards. She was,
Would you not?
I was like just coming at it. I was just like, I'm just gonna rest this on your head, dear. And she was like just going away from the wig backwards.
The crazy plot twist is when we put it on normally, she was totally cool. None of us thought we'd get more than like one frantic shot that looked garbage and out of focus. We put it on and she's like, all right, whatever, I don't care.
The thing about Hattie is that she loves to have fun with the girls. Like, she thinks she's one of us. And she, obviously. So I think that once we got her on your lap and we got the wig on her, she was like, well, of course I'm in my rightful place right now. I'm going to do my lipstick now because I'm jealous of how far you are along in your life.
It's because I'm going to spend 10 hours on eyeshadow. So, gotta ask, are you pro candy corn, anti candy corn?
Let's see. As a candy, it's terrible.
Okay.
Let's face the facts. It's essentially colored wax.
You're breaking my heart here, but go on.
Overall, I think it's a garbage candy. I'm so sorry.
First of all, how dare you?
It's not the worst candy, though, in the world.
What's the worst?
Circus peanuts.
I don't think I've tried those.
Oh,
Talk
God.
me through them. Give me a mouth tour of circus peanuts.
A mouth tour.
I'm sorry for saying that phrase. Didn't need to be said.
Why would you do that?
I'm so sorry.
I'm giving you a mouth tour like on camera right now because I have lipstick all over my teeth.
I love that.
Let me do this trick. You all read
Does
that
that
in
work?
I mean, you get lipstick all over your finger.
Did it work though?
Circus peanuts are an abomination to humanity.
Okay.
They're these orange, and they're almost like a sherbet orange color, like a creamsicle orange color.
Mm-hmm.
And they're large, peanut-shaped foam.
Foam.
It's like chewing foam. I'm gonna bring you some.
Bring me some.
Wait, watch, you'll like them.
I know. Okay, I do have the worst taste. I was one of those idiots. Of course, I can't say this without sounding like a lunatic. I was never going to eat a Tide Pod, but I was one of those idiots who, when it was in the news, I was like, but what do they taste like, though? But what do they taste like, though?
Why do people eat those?
I don't know, because it was a funny thing on the internet. I don't think anyone actually ate them, but if so, tell us in the comments if you've eaten Tide Pods.
I miss all of these little trends because I'm not on TikTok.
What is your favorite and or most embarrassing Halloween costume?
Oh my gosh. So to prep for this, I asked my mom to send me photos from all my Halloween costumes as a child because she made most of them. And that's actually like a lot of my sewing memories comes from picking out the pattern for my Halloween costume and the fabric. One of the cutest was I was a little mouse with a little like pink bow tie.
My heart!
Adorable. I also, I used Halloween as an excuse to have my mom make me, satin ball gowns, essentially. So, just generic princess worked many years in a row. I also was an adorable little angel one year, because...
Duh. There's this one shot that I will pop up here of my sister and I. I think it just conveys how my family always makes fun of me because it's like I was always a spooky weirdo and my sister was always adorable. My next question that I have here for us is talk about Elvis thirst. So,
we listen to Elvis radio pretty much exclusively here in the studio. And I think that's because we both think he was really hot. And so we do a lot of video here, and when Naty plays back the tapes and organizes them and does some editing, we hear all the conversations that we had throughout the filming day. And what are the common themes that you've discovered?
I'm tired. I want a donut or coffee or something. And do you ever think about how hot Elvis is? It's a unique thought every time.
It's wait, did you know Elvis was really, really sexy?
Oh my gosh, but my favorite one that I was just cracking up to Gertie about yesterday, I was editing a separate video of ours, a tutorial that's coming your way soon, and she had a really great first take of the intro. She nailed it in one, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna fly through film day, Gertie. One take wonder, you nailed that thing. We're so efficient. And then the next 20 minutes is us being we're so efficient. We're gonna fly through this thing.
I love that we do 5 minutes of work and then we're like,
we did the best.
We should
at
congratulate
this.
ourselves.
Yeah.
We should get donuts now.
We need an award. I need to brag on Gertie for a minute. Not only is she an expert wig stylist, she literally made one and it was sculpted flowing waves. She's like, I'm just gonna try this. I looked at a YouTube video and then it's perfect. It's better than all the $500 wig people. And
this is patently not true.
It's patently correct.
Thank you.
And she does all of our false lashes because all of us are cowards and we can't handle it. So
that's true. You guys will you and Melisha is who we're talking about.
Yes.
Will not put on your own
absolutely not.
eyelashes.
Not in this life.
So what I've learned is that I'm actually really good at putting on, and I will brag on myself here. I'm good at putting other people's eyelashes.
Have you in the past made your own costumes? Do you mess with that, or are you just buy it, who cares?
Buy costumes? Are you crazy?
Yeah, okay, that was a crazy question.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, everyone.
Well, I would say my kind of dark secret about all of this, which I'm now going to tell you all, is that I don't actually leave the house for Halloween. I don't really actually dress up on the day of. All of this preparation is just so that we can spend the month making costumes in the studio and dressing up for videos and stuff. I'm not actually gonna go to a party. I don't so Yeah, I would say it's more just like I enjoy the season and like capturing the like spooky vibe in general rather than having like one big blowout event to go to like on the day of Halloween.
I hear that definitely. Yeah, I'm not a big like spooky party person.
Yeah.
The one tradition I have is one of my best friends and I every year go apple picking, and all year round I'm like, I can't wait, it's almost time, blah blah blah. And then we get there and it's like, it's hot out, we're sweating already, and we literally set foot there and we're like, this sucks. Why
Apple
would
picking
anyone
sucks.
do this?
It sounds so like idyllic and romantic, and then you get there and there's like there's bugs everywhere, like all the dead apples on the ground and like flies or it's.
And you're paying to do
Don't
work.
go apple picking, everyone.
This is an anti-apple picking video. But I forget that November 1st every time until.
Oh yeah, I'm going next weekend. Obviously.
I'll expect your text about how stupid it is.
Ooh, I'm liking my smoky eye fantasy.
It's so Carolyn Jones.
Ooh, you think so? I think it's actually a little more dramatic. If
Yes,
you look
but
at Carolyn Jones's makeup, it was really just like a pale lid and a cat eye.
But it's like a pinup take on her. You
Okay,
know?
fine. That's which is how we justify everything that we're doing that's not like canon. We're like, would Lily Munster have like vintage waves? No, but we want to do a retro pinup take on her, so that's what we're doing.
If she had her act together, she would.
I styled 2 wigs now, the ones we're gonna wear today.
Just
And,
know that those are her first 2 attempts, if that makes your soul wither a little bit.
Well, mine I feel like was fair, like I didn't do any teasing or anything, like I kept it very sleek. And then with yours, I went with something much more dramatic, so that was, I feel like yours I was really experimenting a bit more with. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. But this is a crucial moment. I'm getting my cat eye right now.
I will not breathe.
Don't you dare.
I blinked once during that whole thing. I just want you to know that I'm here for you.
All right, I have to do the opposite one now. Remember, they're sisters, not twins,
Mm-hmm.
but they should be related.
Mine are like far cousins. Mine's like a lady, and then the lady she sees at the grocery store. Like, they're not even in the same family tree.
The lady she sees at the grocery store in the produce section.
She's like sniffing all the produce and being a weirdo about it. That's this eyebrow.
I have one super weird eyebrow. This one has like a really nice arch.
Well, this is killing me. I'm living for this.
And then this one I have to pretend it has a nice arch
This
and try
is
to get to replicate.
all I've ever
Replicate
wanted in my
it.
life. So
My black brows.
yes,
You liking
they're
this?
so good.
Okay, so in keeping with the topics that we usually talk about,
Yes.
I want a snack.
Yes.
What snacks do we have?
Is Elvis the snack you want? I'm just gonna say that I think it's in the Scouts Code of Honor that you can't point out someone is bad at eyeliner. I'm pretty sure that was one of the bylaws, right?
Oh my god, did I break the Scout code?
No, just for everyone watching this. Scout Code doesn't apply to you. You can do whatever you want.
I'm the leader.
Um,
I'm the troop leader. I'm the Shelley Long in this scenario.
it's true. Don't kill me, but I haven't seen that movie.
Get out.
Fired. Another skill of Gertie's is that Melisha and I are cowards, and that she's the resident bug killer too. We went camping around the Scout dress release, and we were all like tough guys about it, like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome, I'm a super good camper, blah blah blah. Cue a bug in the cabin and Melisha and I shrieking. And Gertie just walks in at us panicking, throws a shoe at it, doesn't give a bleep. It was the most incredible moment of my life.
I heard them screaming from outside the cabin. Came in. Hadn't you guys already killed it? Wasn't there like and its guts were coming out, and so you guys were freaking out?
That might have been it. It's all a blur to me. It was fight or flight.
I was just like, what am I, like, scared of a dead bug? what is happening here?
What I remember is that the bug was made of jello. Like that, when that thing died, it was jello. It was not a cool bug. The first time Gertie did my eyeliner, I immediately texted my husband and I was like, I just want you to know I've never looked this hot in your missing. So,
Do you leave your makeup on when you go home?
I
Just to be like,
stretch
"Look
it
how
out.
hot I am."
I stretch it out as long as I can until I'm like, I need a shower. I'm like so tired and gross.
I used to do that, like, especially when I did shoots for like Butterick and stuff and they did my makeup. They would be like, "Are you gonna go out tonight and show it off?" And I'd be like, "I'm not going out
Yeah,
tonight.
I'm not going anywhere, but I'm gonna like,
But I'm gonna like go on to the Metro North and like be like,
or like lounge on a couch and be like, hi.
Yeah, but now I can't even. I just get home and I'm like, just
Yeah.
pure mineral oil is what does it for me. It's just like melt it off my face.
My
I can't.
post-shoot ritual with you is eat Chinese food looking really hot and then get fed up and take it off.
I love that. You put on like a Lily Munster negligee while you do that.
Definitely that happens. Not just sweatpants,
Not
but
just
really good
sweatpants.
eyeliner.
How often do we talk about how much we want to be wearing sweatpants when we're here?
Quite a bit. And in fact, that's our next pattern release. Spoilers.
I'm using thread snips to trim these lashes.
That's the most trim patterns thing anyone has ever said.
Give me more fun questions to ask me when I do this.
Why do I look so good when you do my eyeliner? How did you get so good at eyelashes?
Well, I've done them on myself for many years. I didn't know that I could do other people's lashes though until Melisha came to work for Charm and she didn't know how to do her lashes. And so I always do her lashes. And I was like, yeah, I'll try to put lashes on you because she asked me. And now, hopefully I don't mess it up today, but the first time I did her lashes, I was just like, ding. And they just like, it was easier than doing my own. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I just want to put lashes on everyone. So that's
so
why
then Hattie had a makeover.
that's why I get excited about doing people's lashes because it's like it's easier to do it on someone else, I think.
It's a job requirement to get hired here that you have to be really bad at lashes. That's her one qualification she looks for.
Yeah, I'm like the matriarch of this weird little family here where I'm the one who like puts on everyone's lashes and kills all the bugs.
It's true. Well, you
It's
are
true.
the mortician.
I'm the mortician. I'm feeling like my makeup is pretty done. How are you feeling about
I'm
yours?
feeling
You're
good.
feeling good?
Yeah.
Should we put on wigs now?
Yes. Yes.
All
we
right.
should.
So let's take a little break and put on wigs and we'll come back.
All right.
Okay, so we have our fabulous wigs on. Again, go easy on me. This is my first attempts at wig styling, but it was so much fun. You look amazing.
Likewise.
This whole thing. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you love this new idea that we're trying out, the Get Ready With Me video. So tell us if you'd like to see more, and we will see you next time. Happy Halloween.
Goodbye.